was worth millions but dying inside. She was broke barefoot in the snow, but her heart still knew how to hope. When a little girl's innocent words shattered a lonely CEO's frozen world on New Year's Eve, neither of them knew this moment would change everything. One chance meeting, one desperate mother, one child who saw what everyone else missed. What happened next proved that sometimes the poorest people give the richest gifts. "I don't want to wake up tomorrow." James Whitmore said it to the empty air, 52 years old, CEO of Whitmore Industries, 300 million in the bank, and ready to be done. Central Park buzzed with New Year's Eve energy. Families, couples, everyone had someone. He pulled his coat tighter and stared at nothing. His phone lit up. Marcus again. "Investors waiting. Where the hell are you?" James powered it off. He didn't care about the Tokyo deal, didn't care about the expansion. 2 years since Rachel died, and he still couldn't figure out why he was supposed to keep going. "Mr. The voice came from knee-height. A little girl stood there, 5, maybe 6, curly, dark hair under a pink hat with holes in it, thin jacket, broken zipper, and her feet, Jesus, bare feet in plastic sandals, toes going purple. "You look sad, mister." When was the last time anyone noticed his board saw dollar signs? His friends saw networking opportunities. Nobody saw him. "I'm fine." "No, you're not." She studied him with unnerving focus. "You got my mommy's face, the one she makes when she thinks I'm asleep and she cries." The words hit like a punch. "Where's your mother?" James scanned the crowd, alarmed. "You shouldn't be alone." "I'm not alone, I'm with you." Gap-toothed smile. "Want to meet my mommy? She tells really good stories and she's nice, and maybe she can make you not sad." Before James could answer, small frozen fingers grabbed his hand and pulled. "Wait, I don't think—" "Come on." He followed, because what else was he going to do? They pushed through the crowd, past hot chocolate stands and street performers, past everything normal and warm. The girl stopped. There, a woman bent over a public trash can, young, maybe 30, digging through garbage with careful hands. She pulled out half a sandwich, brushed off the coffee grounds, tucked it in a plastic bag. Her coat was threadbare, hair dirty and tangled, but when she turned, James forgot to breathe. Not because she was beautiful, though she was, because her eyes held something he recognized, the look of someone still fighting when fighting hurt. "Lisa." The woman's straightened face going white. "I told you to stay put. You can't just grab strangers." "But mommy, he looks sad like you, and I thought—" "No." The woman grabbed Lisa close. "I'm so sorry, sir. My daughter doesn't understand boundaries. We'll just—" "It's okay," James heard himself say. The woman's cheeks flushed red. "It's not okay. We're leaving. Come on, Lisa." They turned to go, Lisa's bare feet on frozen concrete, the mother's shoulders square against humiliation. James stood. "Wait." They stopped. "There's a cafe across the street. I was going to get hot chocolate before the fireworks. Would you join me, both of you?" The woman turned slowly. Suspicion and desperate hope warred on her face. "Why? Because your daughter's right. I am sad. And I've been alone all night. And I'd rather not be." Silence. The woman Anna stared at him, looking for the trap, the angle, the price. "Please," James added quietly, "just hot chocolate." Anna looked at Lisa's blue feet. "Okay, but just drinks. Then we leave." The cafe was packed and warm. James found a corner booth while Anna took Lisa to the bathroom. When they came back, Lisa's feet were clean and Anna had scrubbed her face, though her clothes were still ragged. 3 hot chocolates with whipped cream, a plate of croissants and Danish pastries. Anna froze when she saw the food, just for a second, just long enough for James to see the raw hunger before she controlled her face. "This is too much." "It's New Year's Eve." Anna hesitated, then nodded at Lisa. "What do you say?" "Thank you, Mr. James." Lisa attacked the hot chocolate like she was dying of thirst. Anna ate slowly, deliberately, her eyes tracking every bite Lisa took. One pastry for Lisa, one wrapped in a napkin. Breakfast tomorrow, James realized. Lisa says you tell good stories, James said. Anna's laugh was hollow. She's biased. I make them up because I can't afford books. That sounds incredible, actually. Don't. Anna's voice went sharp. We're not charity cases. I didn't say you were. We're in a temporary situation. I'm getting back on my feet. I believe you. Anna's defenses wavered. Why are you doing this? James wrapped his hands around the mug. The heat felt foreign. Because an hour ago, I was sitting alone, wondering if I had any reason to see midnight. Then your daughter decided I was worth saving. He met her eyes. Maybe I needed help more than you do. Something shifted in Anna's face. Recognition, like seeing someone else drowning in the same water. Fair enough, she whispered. Lisa swung her legs, oblivious. Mommy used to help sick people at the hospital. She was really, really good. Lisa, but then I came and everything got messed up. Lisa Marie, stop. Anna's voice cracked. You didn't mess anything up. You're the best thing that ever happened to me. Don't you ever think different. James watched the exchange throat tight. You worked in a hospital. Anna's jaw clenched. Nursing school, Columbia, full scholarship, top of my class. She glanced at Lisa. And then life happened. My boyfriend wasn't ready to be a father. My family said I was throwing my future away. Bitter laugh. Maybe they were right. They weren't. Anna looked up startled. I've spent 2 years throwing my life away, James said. It looks nothing like what you're doing. You're fighting, raising your daughter with love when you have nothing. That's not failure, that's everything. Tears filled Anna's eyes. She blinked hard. Stop. You don't know me. You don't know what I've... My wife died 2 years ago. Cancer. The words came out flat. I have a company employee's money, and I checked out completely. But you... He gestured to Lisa. You have nothing and you're still here, still trying. Silence except for cafe noise. Anna's voice came out barely audible. What was her name? Rachel. Did she know you loved her? James's vision blurred. Every single day. Anna reached across the table. Her hand, work rough and freezing, covered his. Then you didn't fail her. You gave her what mattered. The fireworks exploded outside. Gold and silver burst across the sky. Everyone cheered and kissed and celebrated. But James sat frozen, staring at this stranger who'd just handed him forgiveness he didn't know he needed. Look, Lisa pressed against the window. It's so pretty. Anna pulled her hand back, wiping her eyes fast. It is, baby. They watched in silence. At midnight, Lisa hugged them both. Happy New Year, best night ever. Over Lisa's head, Anna mouthed, thank you. James nodded, unable to speak. Something was waking up inside him, something he thought died with Rachel. When the fireworks ended, Anna stood. We should go. Where are you staying? Anna went rigid. We're fine. Anna, it's 15 degrees. Where are you staying? There's a shelter on 42nd. Do they have space? Anna's silence answered. James made a choice. I have a guest house, 2 bedrooms, heat kitchen. It's been empty since Rachel died. Stay there tonight, just tonight, so Lisa's not in the cold. No, Anna's voice went hard. We don't take handouts. It's not a handout. It's me asking you to help me not spend New Year's alone worrying if you're okay. Please. I said no. Anna, you think because you bought us hot chocolate you get to rescue us? Anna's eyes flashed. I've kept my daughter alive for 5 years. Alone. We don't need your guilt money or your empty guest house or whatever this is. That's not what we're leaving. Anna grabbed Lisa's hand. Say thank you to Mr. Whitmore, Lisa. But Mommy. Now. James watched them head for the door, Anna's spine straight despite the threadbare coat, Lisa looking back with confused eyes. They were going to sleep in the cold. Or worse. And he was going back to his empty brownstone to sit in the dark. Wait. They stopped at the door. James stood crossing the cafe in 3 strides. You're right. You don't need rescuing. You've survived this long without help, and you'll keep surviving. But I need this." His voice went raw. "I need to know someone's in that guest house. I need to know it's not just empty rooms and Rachel's ghost. I need to feel like I'm doing something that matters for the first time in 2 years. So please, not for you, for me." Anna turned. Tears streaked her face. "Why us?" "Because Lisa saw me when everyone else looked through me. Because you understood about Rachel without me having to explain. Because for 1 hour tonight I felt human again." James's hands shook. "Please, just tonight." Anna looked down at Lisa, who'd fallen asleep standing up against her leg. Long silence. "One night," Anna finally whispered. "Then we're gone." "One night," James agreed, knowing neither of them believed it. The guest house was small but warm. James turned on the heat, found clean sheets. Anna carried Lisa to the small bedroom, whispering a story about a princess who found a castle in the snow. When she came back, James had made tea. "You don't have to." "I know." They sat across from each other, steam rising between them. "Tell me about her," Anna said quietly. "Rachel." So James talked about Rachel's laugh, her stubbornness, how she fought cancer with grace, until the morphine took her under. He talked until his voice cracked and the tea went cold. Anna listened without interrupting, without pity, just understanding. "She'd be proud," Anna said finally, "of tonight, of choosing kindness." "How do you know?" "Because that's what love does. It wants us to keep going even when it hurts." Anna stood, exhaustion in every line of her body. "I should sleep. Lisa wakes up early. There's food in the kitchen. Help yourself." At her bedroom door, Anna paused. "James, thank you for seeing us. Most people look right through us. You're not invisible, not to me." After she left, James sat alone. Outside, the city celebrated. Inside, something broken began very slowly to mend. He pulled out his phone. 17 missed calls, 42 texts, all business, all urgent, all meaningless. He ignored them and texted Marcus. "Taking the week off, handle it." Then he stared at the closed bedroom doors. 2 strangers sleeping in rooms that had sat empty while he buried himself alive. Rachel's last words echoed. "Don't forget how to live, James. Promise me, don't just survive, live." He'd broken that promise for 2 years. Maybe tonight was the start of keeping it. Through the wall, he heard Lisa's sleepy voice. "Mommy, is Mr. James gonna be okay?" Anna's tart reply. "I think so, baby. I think we all will be." James closed his eyes. For the first time in 730 days, he let himself hope. His phone buzzed. Unknown number. He almost ignored it. Then he saw the message preview. "James Whitmore, we know Anna Carter is with you. Tell her Michael wants his daughter back, and he's coming to collect." James's blood went cold. He stared at the message, read it again. Michael. Lisa's father, and Anna's last name was Carter, not what she'd said earlier. Had she lied? His finger hovered over Anna's door, then stopped, because through the door he heard Anna's voice, low, urgent, talking to someone on a phone she'd said she didn't have. I know, but I need more time. He can't find us yet. I just need a few more days, and then I'll have the money, and we can disappear for good." Silence. "No, he doesn't suspect anything. He's just a lonely rich guy looking for purpose. I can handle this." James stepped back from the door, his heart hammered. Who was Anna really? What was she running from? And what the hell had he just brought into his home? James stood frozen outside Anna's door, phone burning in his hand. The message glowed in the dark. "Tell her Michael wants his daughter back." Through the wood, Anna's voice continued, low, urgent. "I just need a few more days. He doesn't suspect anything." His chest tightened. Every instinct screamed to confront her, demand answers, throw them out. But Lisa's sleepy voice drifted through. "Mommy, who you talking to?" Silence. Then Anna lighter now. Nobody, baby, just checking the weather. Go back to sleep. Okay, love you, Mommy. Love you more than the moon, sweetheart. James backed away from the door. His hands shook. He stared at the unknown number, then typed fast. Who is this? 3 dots appeared, disappeared. Then a friend. Anna's in danger. So is the kid. Michael Carter isn't who you think. Meet me tomorrow, alone. I'll explain everything. James deleted the message thread. His mind raced. Carter. Anna had introduced herself as Anna Walsh at the cafe. He'd heard her clearly. So which name was the lie? He moved to the living room, sitting in the dark, waiting. 20 minutes later, Anna's door opened. She crept out, phone in hand, moving toward the kitchen. James turned on the lamp. Anna gasped, nearly dropping the phone. Jesus, you scared me. Couldn't sleep either. Her face was pale. I was just getting water. With your phone. Anna's jaw tightened. I was checking the time. Funny, you told me earlier you didn't have a phone. I don't. I borrowed it from someone at the shelter. The lie hung between them. James stood slowly. Who's Michael Carter? All color drained from Anna's face. What? I got a text. Says Michael wants his daughter back. Says he's coming to collect. James held up his phone. Want to explain that? Anna stumbled backward. No. How did he find us? How did he? Her breathing went rapid, panicked. Anna, talk to me. I can't. You don't understand. If he knows where we are. She spun toward Lisa's room. We have to leave, right now. James moved between her and the door. You're not going anywhere until you tell me what's happening. Who is Michael, Lisa's father? Yes, no, it's complicated. Then uncomplicate it. Anna's hands shook. She looked trapped, cornered. You wouldn't believe me. Try me. Why do you even care? We're strangers. You don't owe us anything. Because 30 minutes ago I thought maybe I'd found something real for the first time in 2 years. And now I don't know what's real and what's not. James's voice cracked. So either tell me the truth or leave. But I'm done with lies. Anna stared at him. Tears spilled down her cheeks. You want the truth? Fine. My name is Anna Carter. I was engaged to Michael Carter 5 years ago. He's not some deadbeat dad who ran away. He's a lawyer, a good one, rich family, connections everywhere. So what happened? I got pregnant. He was thrilled at first, started planning this perfect life. Big house in Connecticut, me as the perfect wife. Except I wanted to finish nursing school first. Wanted my career. Anna's laugh was bitter. That wasn't part of his plan, so he started controlling everything. What I wore, who I talked to, when I could leave the apartment. James felt ice in his stomach. It got worse after Lisa was born. He'd fly into rages over nothing, a dish in the sink, Lisa crying too loud. He never hit me, but he'd punch walls, break things, scream, until I was shaking. Anna wiped her eyes roughly. One night he grabbed Lisa when she wouldn't stop crying, shook her. She was 6 months old and he shook her. Christ. I left that night, took Lisa and ran, filed for emergency custody, restraining order, everything. Anna's voice went dead. His family had better lawyers, made me look unstable, said I had postpartum psychosis, made up hospital records, witnesses, everything. I lost custody 3 months later. James's world tilted. What? Michael got primary custody. I got supervised visits once a month. And he made sure I knew he could take even that away if I didn't disappear quietly. So I did. I dropped out of school, cut off my family, vanished. But you have Lisa now. Anna met his eyes. Because 8 months ago, Michael's new girlfriend called me. Said he was using again, cocaine, getting violent with her too. Said Lisa wasn't safe. Her voice dropped to a whisper. So I took her, picked her up from daycare and ran. We've been hiding ever since. James processed this. That's kidnapping. I know. You could go to jail. I know that too, but my daughter is alive and safe. That's all that matters. Anna's chin lifted. So yeah, I lied about my name. I lied about not having a phone. I've been lying to everyone for months because that's what you do when you're trying to keep your child away from a monster. Judge me if you want, but I'd do it again. Silence stretched between them. James thought about the woman digging through trash, the mother who gave her last food to her daughter, the strength it took to survive with nothing. The phone call I heard, he said slowly. Who were you talking to? Anna hesitated. Michael's ex-girlfriend, Sarah. She's been helping us, sending money when she can, letting me know if Michael's looking for us. And what did she say tonight? That Michael's been quiet, too quiet, that he might be planning something. James looked at his phone. This text isn't from Michael, is it? I don't know. He's never contacted you before. How would he even know about you, unless someone's watching us? Anna's face went white. We need to leave, now, if he knows we're here. Stop. James grabbed her shoulders gently. Think. If Michael knows you're here running, makes it worse. He'll just follow. You need a different plan. I don't have a different plan. I've been living in shelters and hiding for 8 months. This is all I have. Then let me help. Anna jerked away. You can't help. Nobody can. Michael has money lawyers' connections. I'm nobody. A runaway with a kidnapping charge hanging over her head. You're not nobody to Lisa. That won't matter in court. Then we don't go to court. James's mind raced. We get evidence, document his drug use, his violence, get statements from Sarah, build a real case. With what I have, no money, no lawyer, nothing. You have me. Anna laughed, harsh and broken. You're a stranger I met 6 hours ago. Why would you risk anything for us? Because Rachel spent her last 2 years fighting cancer. Know what she said at the end, that she wasn't scared of dying. She was scared of leaving me alone because she knew I'd give up. James's voice went rough. Well, I did give up. For 2 years, I've been walking around dead, inside. But tonight, you made me feel something again. Hope, purpose, like maybe I could do something that mattered. So, yeah, maybe I'm selfish. Maybe I need this as much as you do, but I'm offering anyway. Anna stared at him. You're insane. Probably. Michael will destroy you. He can try. James, Anna's voice broke. I can't let you do this. Too bad. I'm doing it anyway. They stood in the dark living room. The city hummed outside. Inside, everything hung on a knife's edge. Then Anna's phone buzzed. She looked at the screen and went gray. It's him. Michael. Anna nodded, hands shaking so hard she almost dropped the phone. Don't answer, James said. He'll just keep calling. Then let him. The phone rang and rang, finally stopped, then immediately started again. He knows, Anna whispered. He knows where we are. How does he know? James thought fast. Did you use your real name at the shelter? No, never. I've been careful. Credit cards, email. I don't have credit cards anymore, and I only use the library computers. The phone rang a third time. Answer it, James said suddenly. Put it on speaker. What? No. Answer it. Let's hear what he has to say. Anna's finger hovered over the screen. Then she pressed accept and speaker. Hello, Michael. The voice that came through was smooth, educated, calm. Anna, there you are. I've been so worried. I'm sure you have. Where's my daughter? Safe. Safe. Michael's laugh was cold. Living in shelters, eating from trash cans. That's your idea of safe. Anna flinched. She's with her mother. Her kidnapper, you mean? You violated a court order, Anna. Do you understand what that means? I understand our daughter was in danger. From what? From me providing her a stable home, private school, everything she needs. His voice hardened. You're delusional, just like the doctors said. I'm not delusional. Sarah told me about the drugs, about you losing your temper. Silence. Then Michael's voice went ice cold. Sarah's a liar, and you're going to regret listening to her? Is that a threat? It's a fact. I've already filed kidnapping charges. There's a warrant out for your arrest. Every cop in New York is looking for you." He paused. "But I'm willing to be reasonable. Bring Lisa back tonight and I'll tell them it was a misunderstanding. You can still have supervised visits. But if you make me come get her, I'll make sure you never see her again. Ever." Anna's face crumpled. "Michael, please. You have until morning. After that, the police get involved. Your choice." The line went dead. Anna collapsed into a chair. "It's over. He wins. He always wins." "No." James grabbed his own phone. "He doesn't. Did you not hear him? There's a warrant. If I don't give Lisa back, I go to jail. If there's really a warrant, the police would already be here. He's bluffing. You don't know that. I know men like Michael, bullies with money who think they can control everything. Rachel's father was the same way. Tried to buy me off when we got engaged. Said I wasn't good enough for his daughter." James smiled grimly. "Know what I did, hired the best lawyers money could buy and fought him, and I won. This is different. How Michael has money and connections, so do I. He has lawyers. I'll get better ones. He thinks he's untouchable. Let's prove him wrong." Anna looked up, something desperate flickering in her eyes. Why would you fight for us?" James thought about Rachel, about 2 years of numbness, about a little girl with bare feet who saw him when everyone else looked away. "Because you're worth fighting for, both of you." Anna's phone buzzed again. Text message. "I know you're with James Whitmore, CEO, widower, very wealthy, clever Anna, already moving on to the next meal ticket." Anna showed James the screen face burning with shame. "He thinks I'm using you." "Let him think that. Means he's scared." Another text. "Leave now or I'll make sure Lisa knows what her mother really is. A whore who spreads her legs for anyone with money." Anna made a sound like she'd been punched. James took the phone gently from her hands. He typed fast. "This is James Whitmore. If you contact Anna again, I'll have my lawyers file harassment charges by morning, and then we'll start digging into your finances, your drug use, and every law you've broken. Your move." He hit send. 10 seconds later, the phone rang. James answered. "Mr. Whitmore, I don't believe we've met." "No, but I've heard enough about you. From Anna, a kidnapper with mental health issues, hardly reliable." Michael's voice stayed smooth, controlled. "Whatever sob story she told you is fiction. I'm simply a father trying to get his daughter back from an unstable woman." "Then why not call the police instead of threatening her?" "I'm trying to handle this privately for Lisa's sake." "Bullshit. You're trying to intimidate Anna because you know if this goes public, people will start asking questions about the drugs, the violence, your ex-girlfriend's testimony." Silence. When Michael spoke again, the smoothness was gone. "You don't know what you're dealing with." "Neither do you. I have resources you can't imagine. Lawyers who make yours look like law school dropouts. Private investigators who can find every dirty secret you've buried. And I've got nothing but time and money to spend on this." James's voice went hard. "So here's my offer. Back off, permanently. Agree to supervised visits with Lisa under court observation. Get into rehab for your drug problem, and maybe I won't destroy your career and reputation. You're threatening me. I'm giving you an out. Take it or don't. But if you come near Anna or Lisa, if you contact them again, if you even think about them wrong, I will bury you so deep you'll never see daylight. Are we clear?" The line went dead. James set the phone down. His hands were shaking. Anna stared at him. "What did you just do?" "Probably something stupid. He'll come after you now, sue you, destroy you." "Let him try." James met her eyes. "I spent 2 years being afraid. Afraid to live, afraid to feel, afraid to risk anything because I might get hurt again. I'm done being afraid." Anna stood slowly, crossed the room, and wrapped her arms around him. She shook against his chest, not crying, just releasing tension she'd held for months. "Thank you," she whispered. "Nobody's ever. Thank you." James held her carefully. She smelled like cheap soap and desperation and something indefinably brave. We're not done yet, he said quietly. Michael won't give up this easy. I know. We need a real plan, lawyers, evidence, everything legitimate. I know that too. They stood there in the dark, two broken people holding each other up. Then Lisa's voice came from the bedroom. Mommy! Anna pulled back quickly. I'm here, baby. What's wrong? I had a bad dream. Can you tell me a story? Of course. Anna wiped her eyes. She looked at James. Will you be here in the morning? I'm not going anywhere. Promise, promise. Anna disappeared into the bedroom. James heard her soft voice beginning a story about a princess and a knight who fought dragons together. He pulled out his phone and made a call. It rang 4 times before a sleepy voice answered. Do you know what time it is? Marcus, I need you to find me the best family law attorney in New York, someone who specializes in custody cases involving abuse and drug use. Silence. Then Marcus was fully awake. James, what's going on? I'm helping someone, a woman and her daughter. Her ex is trying to take the kid through intimidation and false charges. Since when do you get involved in custody disputes? Since tonight, can you help or not? Of course I can help, but James, this isn't like you. You've been a ghost for 2 years, and now, suddenly, I'm not a ghost anymore. James looked toward the bedroom where Anna was still telling stories. I'm trying to be alive again. Can you understand that? Long pause. Yeah, I can. I'll have 3 names for you by morning. The kind of lawyers who eat guys like this for breakfast. Thank you. James, whatever's happening, I'm glad. You sound like yourself again. After he hung up, James sat in the dark living room. His phone buzzed with another unknown number. He almost ignored it. Then he saw the message. This is Sarah, Michael's ex. We need to talk. He's planning something bad. Tomorrow night. I have proof of everything, but I'm scared. Meet me at Grand Central Main Concourse, 2 p.m. tomorrow. Come alone. Don't tell Anna. If Michael knows I'm helping, he'll kill me. James stared at the message. A trap or genuine? He thought about Anna's story, about Michael's smooth threats, about the way bullies operated. He typed back, I'll be there. Through the wall, he heard Anna finishing her story, and the princess realized she wasn't alone anymore. She had a friend, a real friend who saw her not as someone to save, but as someone worth standing beside. Lisa's sleepy voice. Is that us? Mommy, did we find a friend? Maybe, baby, maybe we did. James closed his eyes, his heart hammered. Tomorrow he'd meet Sarah, get the evidence, start building a real case. But tonight, right now, he'd just sit here and guard 2 people who'd given him back something precious. A reason to wake up tomorrow. His phone buzzed one more time. Another text from the unknown number that first contacted him. You made a powerful enemy tonight. Michael Carter doesn't lose, and anyone who helps Anna ends up destroyed. Your wife died peacefully. Would be a shame if Anna and Lisa weren't so lucky. Last warning. James deleted the message. Then he stood and quietly checked the doors. All locked. He set the security system Rachel had insisted on installing, something he hadn't used in 2 years. He settled on the couch, fully dressed, phone in hand. Outside, snow began to fall. The city slept. Inside, 2 people who'd had nothing now had shelter. And a man who'd forgotten how to live was learning again. Whatever came next, they'd face it together. In the bedroom, Anna's phone lit up with one final message from Michael. Enjoy your white night while it lasts. I'm coming for what's mine, and this time, nobody's going to stop me. Morning came too fast. James hadn't slept. Every sound made him check the windows, the door. His phone. At 6 a.m., he heard movement in the guest bedroom. Anna emerged, hair pulled back, face exhausted. You stayed up all night. Couldn't sleep. You should have woken me. I could have kept watch. Watch for what? Lisa appeared behind Anna, rubbing her eyes. Are we playing hide and seek? Anna forced a smile. Something like that, baby. James stood, every muscle stiff. I'm making breakfast. Pancakes okay? Lisa's eyes went wide. Real pancakes, not the kind from the shelter. The question hit James in the chest. Yeah, real ones. While he cooked, Anna sat Lisa at the table with crayons and paper, but her eyes kept darting to the windows, the door, her phone. Stop, James said quietly, flipping a pancake. Stop what? Waiting for him to break down the door. He won't, not yet. You don't know Michael. No, but I know his type. He'll try to find leverage first. Intimidate, control. James plated the pancakes. That's why I'm meeting someone today. Anna's head snapped up. Who? Sarah. She texted last night. Says she has proof of everything. The drugs, the violence, everything we need. When? 2 p.m., Grand Central. Anna stood fast, knocking her chair back. No, absolutely not. Why? Because it's a trap. Michael probably has her phone. He's setting you up. Or she's genuinely trying to help. And if she's not, if you walk into Grand Central and Michael's waiting with police, with a story about how you're helping a kidnapper, Anna's voice rose. They'll arrest you, James. Everything you have, your company, your reputation gone. Lisa looked up from her drawing, sensing tension. Mommy, why are you yelling? Anna took a breath. I'm sorry, baby. Mommy's just worried. About Mr. James. Yeah. Lisa turned to James. Are you going somewhere dangerous? James knelt beside her. I'm going to help your mom, that's all. Will you come back? The question broke something in him. I promise. Okay. Lisa went back to drawing. I'm making you a picture so you don't forget us. James looked at Anna over Lisa's head. I have to do this. Then I'm coming with you. No, you need to stay here with Lisa. Stay safe. I'm not letting you walk into this alone. You don't have a choice. Anna's jaw set. You can't order me around. I'm not ordering, I'm asking. Please, let me do this. They stared at each other, some silent battle of wills. Finally, Anna nodded. Fine, but if you're not back by 3, I'm calling the police. Deal. At 1 p.m., James left the brownstone. He'd called Marcus earlier, gotten the lawyer names, set up meetings for tomorrow. But first, he needed Sarah's evidence, the proof that would destroy Michael's credibility. Grand Central was packed with lunch crowds and tourists. James positioned himself in the main concourse, back to a pillar, watching every face. 1:45, 1:50, 1:55. At exactly 2 p.m., a woman approached. Mid-30s, blonde, expensive coat, but her eyes were scared. Mr. Whitmore, Sarah. She nodded, looked around nervously. We need to go somewhere private. We can talk here. No, too many people. There's a conference room on the lower level, empty this time of day. James's instincts screamed. I'd rather stay here. Please, I have everything you need, but I can't risk anyone seeing me hand it over. Michael has people watching. If he knows I betrayed him. Her voice cracked. Please, 5 minutes. Against his better judgment, James followed her down the stairs to the lower level. The crowds thinned. She led him to a small conference room, glass walls empty inside. The moment he stepped in, Sarah locked the door. Sarah, what? I'm sorry. She was crying now. I'm so sorry. He made me. He said he'd kill me if I didn't. The door behind James opened. He spun. Michael Carter stood there, tall, athletic, expensive suit, handsome in a cold way, and behind him 2 men in security uniforms. Mr. Whitmore, finally we meet. Michael's smile didn't reach his eyes. Thank you, Sarah. You can go. Sarah fled without looking back. James's heart hammered, but he kept his voice steady. This is kidnapping. This is a conversation, one you agreed to by coming here. Michael nodded to the security guards. Check him for weapons and his phone. I'm not. One guard grabbed James' arms. The other patted him down roughly, pulling out his phone, his wallet, his keys. Clean, the guard said. Michael gestured to a chair. Sit. I'd rather stand. It wasn't a request. The guards shoved James into the chair. Michael sat across from him, perfectly relaxed. Let me guess, James said. You're here to threaten me. Tell me to back off. Maybe rough me up a little to prove a point. Threaten, no. Michael's smile widened. I'm here to make you an offer, a generous one. I'm not interested. You haven't heard it yet. See, I did some research on you, James. Whitmore Industries, very impressive. 300 million net worth, solid reputation, respected businessman. Michael leaned forward. And a widower who's been spiraling since his wife died, missing board meetings, declining performance. Your investors are getting nervous. Get to the point. The point is you're vulnerable, lonely, and Anna saw that. She's good at reading marks, finding men with money and playing the victim. That's not what's happening. Isn't it you met her, 12 hours ago, and you're already playing white knight, offering her shelter, money, protection? Tell me, James, what exactly has she offered you in return? James's fists clenched. You're disgusting. I'm realistic. Anna's a survivor. She'll do whatever it takes. And right now, you're her meal ticket. Michael pulled out a folder. This is a copy of the court order giving me full custody of Lisa. This is the psychiatric evaluation showing Anna's mental instability, and this is the warrant for her arrest on kidnapping charges. If there's really a warrant, why haven't you called the police? Because I'm trying to do this quietly, for my daughter's sake. I don't want Lisa traumatized by watching her mother arrested. Michael slid a check across the table. This is for $2 million. Take it, walk away. Pretend you never met Anna, and we all go on with our lives. James looked at the check. You think you can buy me? Everyone has a price. Mine isn't $2 million. Fine, $5 million. That's my final offer. You don't have $5 million. Michael's smile faltered. Excuse me. I had my people pull your financials this morning. You're leveraged to your eyeballs. Your law practice is failing. You've got creditor judgments against you. The only asset you have is your family's trust fund, and that's tied up in litigation with your siblings. James leaned forward. So this check, it's worthless, just like your threats. Red crept up Michael's neck. You don't know what you're talking about. Don't I? I also know about the cocaine possession charge you paid to make disappear, the DUI your father's money covered up, the 3 women before Anna who filed restraining orders. James stood. You're not powerful. You're a spoiled brat with a trust fund who thinks money makes you untouchable, but it doesn't. Not anymore. Michael shot to his feet. You self-righteous bastard. You think you can waltz in and save the day. You think Anna gives a damn about you. She's using you. Maybe, but I'd rather be used by someone fighting for her child than manipulated by a coward who threatens women. Michael's hand moved fast. The slap cracked across James's face, snapping his head sideways. The guards tensed. James touched his split lip, tasted blood. Feel better? James asked quietly. Michael breathed hard. You have no idea what you've started. I will destroy you, your company, your reputation, everything. Try it. But while you're busy destroying me, I'll be building Anna's case, getting statements from Sarah, from the other women, documenting your drug use. And when we're done, you'll be lucky if you get supervised visits. Sarah won't testify. I own her. You owned her, past tense, because this conversation, it's being recorded. Michael went pale. What? The pen in my jacket, audio recorder, every word, every threat, your confession about paying off charges, assaulting me on camera. James smiled. Thanks for that, by the way. Really helps with the restraining order. You're bluffing. Am I? Want to check? One of the guards moved toward James's jacket. James stepped back. Touch me again, and we add assault charges to the recording. Michael grabbed James's jacket himself, ripping it open. No recorder, nothing. He threw the jacket down. You're full of shit. Maybe, but are you sure you willing to bet everything on maybe? James picked up his jacket. Because if I was recording, you just admitted to multiple felonies, bribery, assault, witness tampering, and if I wasn't well, you just showed exactly who you are. Michael's hands shook. Get out. Give me my phone. I said get out. James walked to the door. The guard stepped aside, suddenly unsure. At the threshold, James turned. One more thing. Anna told me what you did, shaking Lisa when she was a baby. You ever touch that child again, recording or not, I will make it my life's mission to see you in prison. We clear." Michael's face went purple. "You have no proof of that." "Not yet, but I will. Count on it." James left. His hands shook so hard he could barely walk. The moment he cleared Grand Central, he pulled out the spare phone from his coat pocket, the one the guards hadn't found because they'd stopped after finding the first. He'd been recording everything. He called Marcus. "I need those lawyers now, today, and I need private security, the best." "What happened?" "Just get them. I'll explain later." He hung up and ran for a cab, back to the brownstone, back to Anna and Lisa. But when he arrived, the front door was open. James's blood went cold. He ran inside. Anna, Lisa. Silence. He raced through the house. Guest bedroom empty, kitchen empty, living room. Anna mot on the couch phone in her shaking hands. Lisa was in the bedroom door closed. "What happened?" James demanded. "Why is the door open?" Anna looked up. Her face was chalk white. "He has her." "What, who? Lisa's right there." "Not Lisa. Sarah. Michael has Sarah. He just sent me a video." She held out the phone. James took it. The video showed Sarah tied to a chair, face bruised, crying. Michael's voice off camera. "This is what happens to people who betray me. Tell Anna. Tell her this is nothing compared to what I'll do to Lisa if she doesn't bring her back tonight." The video cut off. James felt sick. "When did you get this?" 10 minutes ago, right after he sent another message. "Tell your boyfriend what happens to heroes. He has until midnight. Sarah's life for Lisa's freedom. Choose." He's bluffing. That video could be staged. "It's not." Anna's voice was dead. "I know Sarah's tells when she's really scared. This is real, James. He has her, and he'll kill her if we don't." Her voice broke. James sat beside her. "We're not giving him Lisa. We can't let him kill Sarah." "We won't, but we need to think he wants us panicked, making mistakes." "How can you be so calm?" "Because I'm terrified, and if I let that control me, we lose." James pulled out his phone. "I'm calling the police." "No. If police get involved, he'll kill her. If we don't get them involved, he wins either way. Brings Lisa back and he still hurts Sarah. Or we refuse and he murders her and blames us." Anna grabbed his phone. "Please, just wait. Let me think." "There's nothing to think about. Michael's escalating. He assaulted me at Grand Central. Now he's kidnapped Sarah. This ends now." "What happened at Grand Central?" James touched his split lip. "He tried to buy me off. When that didn't work, he got physical." "Oh God, this is my fault. I should never have dragged you into this. Stop, I chose this and I'm not backing out." James took her hands. "But we need help. Real help. Police, lawyers, everything legitimate." "And what if he kills Sarah while we're waiting for legitimate help?" The question hung between them. Before James could answer, his phone rang. Unknown number. He answered. "What?" Michael's voice smooth again, controlled. "Did Anna show you the video? You're insane. Kidnapping is a federal crime." "Kidnapping? I'm just having a conversation with an old friend. Sarah's here voluntarily. Aren't you Sarah?" Muffled crying in the background. "Let her go," James said through clenched teeth. "Gladly. The moment you return what's mine. Lisa. Tonight, midnight, Washington Square Park. Just you and Anna and my daughter. No police. No lawyers, no tricks. And if we refuse, then tomorrow morning they'll find what's left of Sarah in the Hudson, and you'll spend the rest of your life knowing you chose a kidnapper over an innocent woman." Michael paused. Tick-tock, James. 11 hours and counting. The line went dead. Anna stared at James. "What do we do?" James's mind raced. Every option led to disaster. Give Lisa to Michael and she'd be trapped with an abuser. Refuse and Sarah died. Call police and Michael might kill Sarah anyway. "We need leverage," he said finally. "What leverage? We have nothing. We have the recording from Grand Central, proof he assaulted me, threatened me, admitted to covering up crimes." That's not enough to save Sarah. No, but it's enough to destroy his credibility. If we go public right now, blasted across social media, news stations, everywhere, he becomes the villain. He can't kill Sarah without everyone knowing he did it. Anna's eyes widened. You want to start a war? I want to end one, on our terms. James stood. Marcus can get this to every news outlet in the city within an hour. We control the narrative, make Michael the monster he is. And if it doesn't work, if he kills Sarah anyway, then at least we tried. At least we didn't just hand Lisa over to him. James grabbed his phone. But we're running out of time. We need to decide now. Anna looked toward the bedroom where Lisa was drawing, oblivious, safe, for now. If we do this, Anna whispered, there's no going back. Michael will come after us with everything. He already is. But this makes it public. Permanent. Lisa will grow up knowing her father was... She couldn't finish. She'll grow up safe, away from him. Isn't that what matters? Anna stood, walked to the window, stared out at the street. When I was pregnant, she said quietly, Michael used to talk about our future, how perfect it would be, how Lisa would have everything, the best schools, the best life. And I believed him. She turned. I believed the man who shook our baby daughter was capable of love. How stupid was I? You weren't stupid. You were hopeful. There's a difference. Hope doesn't save people. Action does. Then let's act. Anna met his eyes. Okay, do it. Send the recording everywhere. Let the world see who Michael Carter really is. James called Marcus. Explained everything. The recording, Sarah's kidnapping, the midnight deadline. Jesus Christ, James, this is insane. Can you do it or not? I can have this on every news site and social platform within 30 minutes. But James, once this is out there, I know, do it anyway. 25 minutes later, James's phone exploded with notifications, news alerts, social media posts. The recording was everywhere. Headlines flashed across screens citywide. Prominent lawyer caught on tape threatening CEO. Michael Carter abuse allegations surface. Custody battle turns violent. James showed Anna the flood of responses. Outrage, support, people demanding Michael's arrest. It's working, Anna breathed. Then James's phone rang. Michael, he answered on speaker. You son of a bitch. Michael's voice was pure rage. No control now, no smoothness. You just destroyed my career, my reputation, everything. You destroyed it yourself. I just showed people the truth. You think this saves Sarah. You think going public protects her. I think it makes it impossible for you to touch her without the whole world knowing you did it. You're wrong. Michael's laugh was unhinged. You just killed her because now I have nothing left to lose. The line went dead. Anna grabbed James's arm. We need to find Sarah now before he... James's phone buzzed. Text message, video file. He opened it, Sarah still tied to the chair, but now Michael was visible standing behind her with something in his hand, a knife. This is on you, Whitmore, Michael said to the camera. Remember that. The video went black. Anna screamed. No, 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 no. James was already calling 911. I need police at where he didn't know where Michael had Sarah. Another text, an address, Brooklyn Warehouse District, 319 Water Street. James told the dispatcher, woman in danger. Kidnapping suspect is Michael Carter. He's armed. He grabbed his keys. Anna followed. Stay here with Lisa, James said. I'm coming with you. Anna, that's my friend. I'm coming. They ran for James's car. Lisa appeared in the doorway, confused. Mommy, where are you going? Anna froze, looked at Lisa, then at James. We can't leave her, Anna whispered. We can't bring her either. Then what do we do? James thought fast. Called Marcus. I need you at my brownstone now. Emergency, there's a little girl here. Stay with her until we get back. James, what the hell is going on? Just do it, please. They waited 6 agonizing minutes until Marcus arrived. Anna knelt beside Lisa. Baby mommy has to go help a friend. This is Marcus. He's going to stay with you, okay? I want you to stay. I know, I'll be back soon, I promise. Anna hugged her tight. Be good, I love you. Love you more than the moon, mommy. Then they were in the car racing toward Brooklyn. James called the police again, told them everything. Officer said units were en route. The warehouse loomed dark and empty. James parked a block away. We should wait for police, Anna said. What if there's no time? They approached carefully. The warehouse door stood open. Inside darkness, James's phone lit up. Text from Michael. Come alone or she dies. No police. I'm watching. James showed Anna. She was shaking. It's a trap. I know. So what do we do? James heard sirens in the distance, getting closer. We stall. Keep him talking until police arrive. They stepped inside. The warehouse was massive, empty except for old equipment and shadows. At the far end, a single light. Sarah sat beneath it, still tied, still alive. Michael stood beside her, knife visible. Stop right there, Michael called out. James and Anna froze 50 feet away. Let her go, Michael, James said. Why? So you can destroy what's left of my life. You've already taken everything. You did this to yourself. No, Anna did, running away with my daughter, turning her against me, and you helped her. I helped a mother protect her child from an abuser. I never abused anyone. Michael's voice cracked. I loved Anna. I loved Lisa. I gave them everything. You gave them fear, Anna said quietly. That's all you ever gave us. Michael focused on her. You poisoned my daughter against me, made her afraid of her own father. No, Michael. You did that when you shook her until she screamed, when you punched walls and broke furniture and made us both terrified to breathe wrong. That's not how it happened. It's exactly how it happened, and you know it. Sirens grew louder outside. Michael heard them too. You called the police after I said no police. He pressed the knife to Sarah's throat. Say goodbye. Wait. James stepped forward. You want something. That's why you're still talking. What do you want? Michael's hand trembled. I want my life back, my daughter, my reputation, everything you took from me. Then take it. Let Sarah go and we'll work this out. No more fighting, no more lawyers. We'll figure out visitation, custody, everything. You're lying. I'm not. You want to see Lisa? Fine. We'll arrange supervised visits. You want your reputation back. Stop threatening people and get help. Rehab, therapy, prove you've changed. Michael looked at James, at Anna, at the knife in his hand. It's too late. You made sure of that. It's not too late, Anna said. Lisa still loves you, deep down, but you're scaring her, Michael. Everything you're doing is pushing her further away. She's my daughter. Then act like her father. Let Sarah go. Turn yourself in. Show Lisa you're capable of doing the right thing. The police burst through the door. Drop the weapon. Michael's eyes went wild. He looked at the cops, at Sarah, at the knife. Time stretched like taffy. Then Michael dropped the knife and fell to his knees, sobbing. Police swarmed, cuffed him, freed Sarah. Paramedics rushed in. James and Anna stood frozen, watching it end. Sarah stumbled toward them, crying, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry he made me. It's okay, Anna said, hugging her. You're safe now. Sarah pulled back. No, you don't understand. He told me something about tomorrow. What about tomorrow? He filed an emergency custody hearing, had a judge sign off based on the kidnapping warrant. Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., they're coming for Lisa. Child Services, police. They're taking her and putting her in foster care pending the case. Sarah's voice broke. I tried to warn you, but he took my phone and Anna went white. No, they can't. She's my daughter. The warrant's legitimate, Sarah said. I saw the paperwork. Unless you can prove Michael's lying, unless you have real evidence of abuse, they have to take her. James felt the bottom drop out of his world. They'd won the battle, saved Sarah, got Michael arrested, but they were about to lose the war. What do we do? Anna whispered. James looked at his watch. 8:30 p.m. They had less than 12 hours to build a case that could save Lisa from being ripped away from the only parent who'd ever truly loved her, and he had absolutely no idea how. The car ride back was silent. Anna stared out the window, hands trembling in her lap. Sarah sat in the back, still shaking from the warehouse. James gripped the steering wheel so hard his knuckles went white. 9 a.m., less than 12 hours. "We need a lawyer," James said. "Now, tonight." "It's almost 9 p.m., Anna whispered. "Tamad, who's going to see us at 9 p.m.? "Someone who wants to get paid enough." James pulled out his phone, called Marcus. "Those family law attorneys you found. I need the best one, and I need them at my place in 30 minutes. "James, it's late. Most of them won't." "Offer double their rate, triple. Whatever it takes. We have an emergency custody hearing at 9 a.m., and if we don't have representation, Anna loses Lisa." Silence on the line, then Marcus's voice, sharp and focused. "I'll make it happen. 20 minutes. They pulled up to the brownstone. Lisa was asleep on the couch. Marcus sitting nearby with his laptop. "Thank God," Marcus said, standing. "She asked for you guys about 50 times. Finally crashed 20 minutes ago." Anna went straight to Lisa, kneeling beside the couch, touching her daughter's hair with shaking fingers. "I'm here, baby. Mommy's here." James pulled Marcus aside. "The lawyer, Catherine Brennan, best family law attorney in the state, absolutely ruthless in court. She's on her way." "How'd you convince her?" "Told her you were James Whitmore and you'd pay whatever she asked. She said she'd be here in 15 minutes. "And the others, witnesses, evidence?" Marcus hesitated. "That's harder. It's New Year's Day tomorrow. Courts are closed. Getting records, depositions, anything official is going to be nearly impossible." "There has to be something we can do." "There is. We work all night. Every piece of evidence we can find, every witness we can track down. We build the strongest case possible and pray it's enough." Sarah stood near the door, still pale arms wrapped around herself. "I'll testify about Michael, the drugs, everything I saw." Anna looked up. "You can't. He'll destroy you. He already tried to kill me. What else can he do? Sue you for defamation, have you arrested for making false statements, bankrupt you with legal fees." Anna's voice broke. "I can't let you risk that." "You're not letting me do anything. I'm choosing." Sarah moved closer. "Lisa deserves better than him, and I'm done being scared." The doorbell rang. Marcus opened it. Catherine Brennan walked in like she owned the place. Mid-40s designer suit despite the hour-sharp eyes that missed nothing. She looked at Anna, at Lisa, sleeping on the couch, at James. "Mr. Whitmore, you have one hell of a mess here. Can you fix it?" "That depends. Tell me everything, and I mean everything. No lies, no omissions. I can't defend you if I don't know what I'm working with." They sat at the kitchen table. Anna told her story again. The abuse, the escape, the 8 months running. Sarah added her testimony. The drugs, Michael's violent rages, the other girlfriends who'd filed restraining orders. Catherine took notes on her tablet, face unreadable. When they finished, she sat back. "Okay, here's the situation. Michael has a legitimate custody order and a legitimate arrest warrant. That gives him legal standing. You, Anna, are technically a fugitive. That's our first problem." "What's the second?" Anna asked. "You have no documented evidence of abuse, no hospital records, no police reports, no official complaints. Everything you're telling me is he said, she said. And in family court, that's not enough." "What about Sarah's testimony?" "Helps, but she's a scorned ex-girlfriend. The judge will question her credibility." Catherine looked at James. "The recording you made at Grand Central is good, shows Michael's character, but it doesn't prove he abused Lisa or Anna, just that he's a bully." James felt his hope crumbling. "So what are you saying? We have nothing?" "I'm saying we have pieces. We need more." Catherine turned to Sarah. "The other women, the ones who filed restraining orders, can you get me their names?" "Maybe. I knew of them, but Michael never told me details." Find out tonight. Call anyone who might know, old friends, colleagues, anyone. Catherine looked at Anna. The night you left with Lisa. When Michael shook her, was anyone else there? A neighbor who heard, a friend you called? Anna shook her head. It was just us. I grabbed Lisa and ran, didn't tell anyone where I was going. The hospital, when you were pregnant. Any records of suspicious injuries, anything that might indicate domestic violence? I never went to the hospital for that. Michael was always careful. He never left marks. Catherine swore under her breath. Okay, what about Lisa herself? Has she ever talked about being scared of her father? Anna's face crumpled. She was 6 months old when I left. She doesn't remember him. That's actually good. Means if we can get a child psychologist to evaluate her, she won't be traumatized by memories. She can speak freely. Catherine checked her watch. It's 9:30. We have 11.5 hours. Here's what we're going to do. Sarah, you're tracking down those other victims. Anna, you're writing down every incident of abuse you can remember. Dates, times, details, everything. James, I need you to hire a private investigator, the best, someone who can dig up Michael's financial records, phone records, anything that proves drug use or violent behavior. At this hour, James said, you're a millionaire. Money talks. Make it happen. Catherine stood. I'll start drafting our response to the custody order. We're going to argue that Lisa is in imminent danger if returned to Michael. But I need evidence to back that up. Real evidence, not just testimony. Everyone scattered. Sarah went to the guest room phone to her ear. Anna sat at the kitchen table, pen shaking as she wrote. James called every PI in his contacts, finally found one willing to work for 5 times his normal rate. I need everything on Michael Carter, James said. Bank records, credit card statements, phone logs, bar tabs, pharmacy records, anything that proves cocaine use or violent incidents. That's a lot of illegally obtained information. I don't care how you get it, just get it. By 6 a.m. That's 8 hours. Then you better start now. James hung up and turned to find Lisa standing in the kitchen doorway, rubbing her eyes. Mr. James, where's Mommy? Anna looked up, trying to smile. I'm right here, baby. Why is everyone working? It's nighttime. Anna glanced at James, helpless. What do you tell a 5-year-old about the fact that her father's trying to take her away? James knelt down. We're just helping your mom with some grown-up stuff. Nothing for you to worry about. Is it because of my daddy, the one Mommy left? Anna went pale. Lisa, we talked about this. I know, you said he wasn't safe, but is he still trying to find us? Lisa's eyes were too wise for 5 years old. Is that why we keep moving? Anna pulled Lisa into her lap. Yes, baby, but we're not going to run anymore. We're going to make sure you stay safe. I promise. What if he takes me away from you? He won't. But what if he does? Anna couldn't answer. The fear was too real, too close. James spoke instead. Then we'll fight to get you back. And we won't stop fighting until you're home. Lisa looked at him seriously. You promise? I promise. Lisa hugged Anna tight, then went back to bed. The moment she was gone, Anna broke down. I can't do this. I can't lose her, James. She's everything. If they take her, they won't. You don't know that. You heard, Catherine, we don't have enough evidence. We're going into court with nothing but stories and hope. Then we find more. We keep digging until we find something that sticks. Anna stood abruptly pacing. What if we run? What if we take Lisa and disappear? Canada, Mexico, somewhere he can't find us. That makes you a fugitive for real. And if you're caught, you'll never get custody, ever. But she'd be safe. For how long? A year? 5 until Michael finds you again. And then what? You run again. Keep running until Lisa's an adult. James grabbed her shoulders gently. That's not a life. Not for you or her. Anna sagged against him. I'm so scared. Me too. And they stood there holding each other up while the clock ticked away their time. At midnight, Sarah burst into the kitchen. I found 2 of them, the other women. One's willing to talk. The other's terrified, but I'm still working on her. Who's willing? Catherine asked, looking up from her laptop. Jennifer Morrison. She dated Michael 3 years ago, filed a restraining order after he threw a lamp at her head. Can she be here by 6 a.m.? She said yes. She's in Connecticut, but she's driving down tonight. Good, that's good, Catherine typed rapidly. What about the other one? Rachel Cho. She's scared Michael will sue her, but she admitted he put her in the hospital once. Broken wrist, told doctors she fell. Get her on the phone with me, now. While Sarah worked on that, James's PI called back. I got something. Michael's credit card statements show regular purchases at a pharmacy in Manhattan, high-end pain pills, way more than a normal prescription. Can you prove he wasn't prescribed them? I can prove the prescriptions were written by 3 different doctors in 3 different states. That's prescription fraud. Indicates drug-seeking behavior. Send me everything. The evidence trickled in through the night. Bank records showing Michael's financial instability, text messages from Sarah's phone showing his threats, photos of Sarah's bruises from the warehouse. At 2 a.m., Catherine called a contact at Child Services. At 3 a.m., she filed an emergency motion to delay the custody transfer. At 4 a.m., Jennifer Morrison arrived exhausted but determined. He told me I was crazy too, Jennifer said, sitting at the kitchen table with coffee. Said I imagined his temper, that I was too sensitive, and I believed him for months. What changed? Anna asked. He backhanded me in a restaurant, in front of people, then told everyone I'd slipped on my heels. Jennifer's jaw set. That's when I knew. He'd never stop, never change. And if I stayed, he'd kill me eventually. Will you testify to that? Every word. At 5 a.m., the PI sent over Michael's pharmacy records. Clear evidence of doctor shopping. Catherine built it into her argument. At 6 a.m., Rachel Cho called, crying, terrified, but willing to give a statement. He told me nobody would believe me, Rachel whispered, that his family had too much power. Was he right? Not anymore, Catherine said firmly. Not if we all stand together. At 7 a.m., Catherine printed out their case. 50 pages of evidence, testimony from 3 women, financial records, the Grand Central recording, photos, everything they'd gathered in 10 desperate hours. Is it enough? James asked. Catherine's face was drawn, exhausted. I don't know, but it's all we have. Anna dressed Lisa carefully, hands shaking. We're going on a little trip, baby, to talk to some people. What people? A judge, someone who helps families. Are we in trouble? Anna knelt down, cupping Lisa's face. No, sweetheart, we're just making sure you stay safe. Can you be brave for Mommy? I'm always brave. Lisa smiled. You told me I got it from you. At 8 they arrived at family court. The building loomed gray and intimidating. Inside, lawyers and families filled the hallways. Anna held Lisa's hand so tight the child winced. Mommy, you're hurting me. Sorry, baby, sorry. Catherine led them to a small conference room. The hearings in courtroom 3, Judge Martinez presiding. She's tough but fair, doesn't tolerate lies or manipulation. If we can prove our case, she'll listen. And if we can't, then Child Services takes Lisa into protective custody, and we start a prolonged custody battle that could take months. Catherine looked at Anna. Months where you won't see your daughter except in supervised visits. Anna swayed. James caught her arm. We're going to win, he said. You can't promise that. Watch me. At 8:45, a woman in a business suit approached. Ms. Carter, I'm Patricia Chen from Child Services. I'm here to ensure Lisa's welfare during these proceedings. You're here to take her, Anna said flatly. Only if the judge orders it. May I speak with Lisa for a moment? Anna's grip tightened on Lisa's hand. No. Ma'am, it's standard procedure. I said no. Catherine stepped in. My client is within her rights to refuse informal interviews. If you want to speak with the child, you can request it in court. Patricia's expression cooled. Very well, but Judge Martinez will want to hear from Lisa herself. You should prepare for that. She walked away. Anna looked at Catherine, panicked. They're going to question Lisa. In there, possibly. Judges often want to hear directly from children in custody cases. She's 5 years old. She'll be terrified. Then we need to help her be brave. Catherine knelt in front of Lisa. Sweetheart, some people might ask you questions today about your mommy and where you've been living. You just need to tell the truth, okay, whatever you really feel. Lisa nodded seriously. Am I supposed to say mommy's good? Only if you believe it, but nobody's going to make you say anything you don't want to. Okay. At 9 a.m. sharp, they were called into the courtroom. Judge Martinez was a stern-looking woman in her 60s, gray hair, pulled back reading glasses perched on her nose. She looked up as they entered. This is case number 2025 FC 4471, emergency custody hearing. Michael Carter versus Anna Carter regarding minor child Lisa Marie Carter. Michael wasn't there, still in police custody, Catherine had explained, but his lawyer was. A sharp-eyed man in an expensive suit who looked at Anna like she was something that needed exterminating. Your Honor, Michael's lawyer began, this is a simple matter, Ms. Carter violated a court order, kidnapped her daughter, and has been evading authorities for 8 months. My client simply wants his child returned to lawful custody. Ms. Brennan, Judge Martinez looked at Catherine. I've reviewed your emergency motion. You're claiming the child is in immediate danger if returned to Mr. Carter. That's a serious allegation. It's a true one, Your Honor. We have evidence of Mr. Carter's history of violence, drug abuse, and erratic behavior, evidence that was not available during the original custody hearing. Such as, Catherine presented everything. The testimony from Jennifer and Rachel, Sarah's statement, the pharmacy records, the Grand Central recording. Michael's lawyer objected to nearly everything. Hearsay, illegally obtained, irrelevant to the custody question. But Judge Martinez listened, really listened. She played the Grand Central recording, her expression darkening at Michael's threats. Mr. Hartford, she said to Michael's lawyer, your client assaulted someone on this recording, admitted to covering up criminal charges. This doesn't paint a flattering picture. My client was under extreme duress, Your Honor. His child had been kidnapped. He acted out of desperation. Or he acted out of character, his real character. Judge Martinez looked at Anna. Ms. Carter, I want to hear from you directly. Why did you take your daughter and run? Anna stood, legs shaking. Because he hurt her, Your Honor. When Lisa was 6 months old, she wouldn't stop crying. Michael shook her hard. I saw the rage in his eyes, and I knew if I didn't leave, he'd do it again, maybe worse. Do you have proof of this incident? No, Your Honor, just my word. Which is the word of someone who violated a court order. Yes, I know, and I know that makes me look like a criminal, but I'm a mother first, and my daughter's safety matters more than my freedom. Judge Martinez studied her. Long silence. Then she looked at Lisa, who sat between Anna and James, clutching a stuffed rabbit. Lisa, how old are you? Lisa looked at her mother, who nodded. 5. Do you know why you're here today? People are deciding if I have to go with my daddy. How do you feel about that? Lisa's voice was small. I don't know my daddy. Mommy says he wasn't safe, but I don't remember him. Are you happy with your mother? Yes, she tells me stories and makes sure I eat, even when she's hungry, and she never ever hurts me. What about this man? Judge Martinez nodded to James. Do you know him? That's Mr. James. He's Mommy's friend. He gave us pancakes. A ghost of a smile crossed the judge's face. Just pancakes, and a warm place to sleep, and he promised to keep us safe. Lisa looked at James. He keeps his promises. Judge Martinez turned to Child Services. Ms. Chen, have you completed your evaluation? Patricia stood. Preliminary evaluation shows Lisa is well cared for, healthy, and shows no signs of abuse or neglect. However, given the circumstances of Ms. Carter's flight from legal custody, I have concerns about stability. Meaning if the child is returned to Ms. Carter, what's to stop her from running again? I won't run, Anna said desperately. I swear, I'll do anything. Supervised visits, check-ins, whatever you need. Just please don't take her from me. Ms. Carter, you already violated one court order. Why should I believe you'll follow this one? Because last time I was alone and terrified. This time I have help. I have people who believe me. I have evidence. I'm not running anymore. I'm fighting. Judge Martinez looked at Catherine. If I allow Lisa to remain with Ms. Carter pending a full custody trial, what safeguards are you proposing? My client will submit to regular check-ins with child services. She'll remain in New York. She'll attend counseling. And Mr. Whitmore has offered to post bond to ensure compliance. What kind of bond? James stood. $5 million, Your Honor. Cash, available immediately. The courtroom went silent. Michael's lawyer recovered first. Your Honor, this is absurd. Mr. Whitmore has no legal standing in this case. He's a stranger who met my client's ex-wife 48 hours ago. His involvement is inappropriate at best. My involvement is as a concerned citizen helping a woman in crisis, James said evenly. Nothing more. Judge Martinez studied James. Mr. Whitmore, you're willing to risk $5 million on someone you barely know. I'm willing to risk it on doing what's right. And if Ms. Carter violates the terms of release, if she runs again, then you keep the money. But she won't run. I'll make sure of it. The judge sat back thinking. The clock ticked. Anna could barely breathe. Finally, Judge Martinez spoke. This is one of the more unusual cases I've seen. A mother who openly admits to kidnapping her child. A father with a documented history of violence and substance abuse. And a third party offering millions to keep them together. She paused. Normally, I'd err on the side of caution, return the child to lawful custody, and sort it out in trial. Anna's heart stopped. However, the evidence presented today raises serious questions about Mr. Carter's fitness as a parent, questions that warrant further investigation. Judge Martinez looked at Lisa. And this child appears healthy, happy, and bonded to her mother. Separating them now could cause trauma. Hope flickered in Anna's chest. Therefore, I'm ordering the following. Lisa Carter will remain in her mother's custody pending a full hearing in 30 days. Ms. Carter will submit to weekly check-ins with child services. She will not leave the state of New York. She will attend court-ordered counseling, and Mr. Whitmore will post the $5 million bond to ensure compliance. Anna collapsed into her chair, sobbing. Furthermore, the judge continued, I'm ordering an immediate investigation into Mr. Carter's allegations of drug use and violent behavior. If even half of what's been presented today is true, his parental rights may be in serious jeopardy. Michael's lawyer stood. Your Honor, I object strenuously. Your objection is noted and overruled. Mr. Carter is currently in police custody on kidnapping charges. When and if he's released, he may petition this court for supervised visitation. Until then, he has no contact with the child. Are we clear? Yes, Your Honor. Judge Martinez looked at Anna. Ms. Carter, you've been given an extraordinary second chance. Don't waste it. I won't, Your Honor. Thank you so much. Don't thank me yet. If you run, if you violate any term of this order, I will throw you in jail myself. Understood. Yes, Your Honor. The gavel came down. They walked out of the courtroom in a daze. Lisa held Anna's hand, confused, but sensing the adults were happy. Outside, Anna turned to James and Catherine and Sarah. How did we? I can't believe we actually won, Catherine finished. You won for now, but the real fight starts in 30 days. We need to be ready. We will be, James said. Sarah hugged Anna. You did it. You kept her safe. Anna pulled Lisa close, breathing in the scent of her daughter's hair. We all did it, together. James's phone buzzed. Marcus. News is covering the hearing. Michael's firm just announced his suspension pending investigation. His family's disowning him. You broke him, James. James hung up and looked at Anna. She was crying and smiling at the same time, holding Lisa like she'd never let go. Thank you, she whispered to him, for believing me, for fighting for us. You fought for yourself. I just stood beside you. Lisa tugged James's hand. Mr. James, are you going to stay with us, even now that the scary part is over? James knelt down. The scary part isn't over, sweetheart. We still have more work to do. But when it's really over, will you stay then? James looked at Anna. She looked back vulnerable and hopeful and terrified all at once. Yeah, James said softly. I'll stay. Lisa beamed. Good, because Mommy smiles more when you're around, and I like when she smiles. They left the courthouse together. The winter sun broke through clouds. New York stretched before them, no longer a city to hide in, but a place to build something real. Anna linked her arm through James's. 30 days. We can do this right. We can do anything. And for the first time since Rachel died, James believed it. Not because the pain was gone, not because life was suddenly perfect, but because he'd found something worth fighting for again. 2 broken people and 1 brave little girl, a family he never expected, a future he thought he'd lost, and a reason to wake up every morning and keep living, not just surviving, finally truly living. The next morning, Anna woke to sunlight streaming through the guest house windows. For a moment, panic seized her. Then she remembered Lisa was safe, still with her, still hers. She found James in the kitchen making breakfast. Lisa sat at the table with crayons drawing. You're up early, Anna said. Couldn't sleep, too much adrenaline still. James poured her coffee. Catherine called. She wants to meet this afternoon. Start building the case for the final hearing. Already. We have 30 days. Sounds like a lot, but it's not. He slid eggs onto a plate. We need witnesses, documentation, everything airtight. Lisa looked up from her drawing. Is today a good day, Mommy? Anna sat beside her, pulling her close. Today's a very good day, baby. Can we go to the park? I want to play on the swings. Anna hesitated. The thought of being out in public exposed still terrified her, but she'd promised the judge no more running, no more hiding. Yes, we can go to the park. Lisa squealed and hugged her. Mr. James, you come too. I have some work to catch up on. Please, Mommy says families do things together, and you're part of our family now. The words hung in the air. James looked at Anna, uncertain. She's right, Anna said quietly. You are. So they went. Central Park on a winter morning, frost still clinging to the grass. Lisa ran ahead to the playground while James and Anna walked slowly behind. I need to tell you something, Anna said. About the bond, $5 million, James, that's insane. What if something goes wrong? What if nothing's going to go wrong? You don't know that. Michael's family has resources. What if they find a way to twist things? What if I lose and you lose everything? James stopped walking. I've already lost everything that mattered. Rachel's gone. For 2 years, I've been a ghost in my own life. And then you and Lisa showed up and reminded me what it feels like to be human. He met her eyes. So yeah, I risked $5 million, but you risked your freedom, your future, everything you had to keep Lisa safe. How is what I did any different? Anna's throat tightened. Because you barely know us. I know enough. They stood there while Lisa's laughter carried across the playground. Other families surrounded them, normal people living normal lives. Anna wondered if they'd ever be normal again. I'm going back to school, she said suddenly. Nursing school. I called Columbia this morning, explained everything. They said if I can prove the custody situation is resolved, they'll consider reinstating my scholarship. Anna, that's incredible. Don't get excited yet, it's a long shot. And even if they say yes, I don't know how I'll manage classes and taking care of Lisa, and you'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Why do you keep saying we? Because you're not alone anymore. None of us are. Lisa ran back breathless. Mommy, there's a girl over there who wants to play, but she's shy. Can you come talk to her, Mom? Anna tensed. Other parents meant questions, explanations, people who might recognize her from the news coverage. Go, James said gently. Be normal. That's what you wanted, right? So Anna went. The other mother was friendly, asked basic questions. Where did Lisa go to school? How old was she? Anna answered carefully, truthfully, waiting for recognition to dawn, but it never came. Just two mothers making small talk while their daughters played. When they got home, Catherine was waiting with a stack of folders. We have a problem, she said, without preamble. James's stomach dropped. What kind of problem? Michael's out on bail. His family posted it this morning. Anna went white. He's out already. The kidnapping charges got reduced to unlawful restraint. His lawyers are good. He'll probably plead it down to probation. What does that mean for us? It means he's going to come at you with everything he has. New lawyers, new strategy, and he's already started. Catherine pulled out papers. He filed a countersuit, claiming you're an unfit mother, says you've been homeless for months, exposing Lisa to danger, says you're mentally unstable, and he's got a psychiatrist who'll testify to that. Based on what? Based on the evaluation from the original custody case, the one his family's lawyers manufactured. Catherine's expression was grim. We need to counter this. Get you evaluated by our own expert, someone reputable who can testify that you're perfectly stable. How long will that take? A week at minimum, which leaves us 3 weeks to prepare everything else. Over the next days, Anna's life became a whirlwind of appointments, psychiatric evaluation, meetings with child services, interviews with Catherine's investigators. Every moment documented, analyzed, picked apart. Meanwhile, James threw himself into helping. He hired a nanny so Anna could attend appointments without dragging Lisa everywhere. He set up meetings with Columbia's admissions office. He even bought Lisa new clothes, books, toys, things she'd never had. You're spoiling her, Anna said one evening watching Lisa play with a new dollhouse. So she deserves to be spoiled. She's going to get used to this. And when things go back to normal, what if they don't go back? What if this is the new normal? Anna shook her head. James, I can't let you keep spending money on us. The bond was already too much. Consider it an investment. In what? In a future that doesn't suck. Despite the stress, small moments of joy emerged. Lisa started calling James Uncle James. Anna aced her psychiatric evaluation. Columbia provisionally accepted her back pending the custody resolution. But Michael was working too. His lawyers filed motion after motion, requesting supervised visits, demanding Anna's financial records, challenging every piece of evidence Catherine presented. He's trying to bury us in paperwork, Catherine explained, make us too exhausted to fight. Don't let him. 2 weeks before the hearing, Sarah called. I found another woman, Emily Wright. She dated Michael in college. He put her in the hospital, dislocated her shoulder. Will she testify? She's scared, but I'm working on her. The day before the hearing, Emily agreed. 4 women total, all willing to stand up and tell the truth about Michael Carter. The night before court, Anna couldn't sleep. She paced the guest house while Lisa slept, terror eating at her. James found her at 2 a.m. You need to rest. I can't. What if we lose? What if the judge doesn't believe us? What if Michael's lawyers tear me apart on the stand? Then you get back up and keep fighting. I'm so tired of fighting, James. For 5 years, it's been nothing but fighting, running, hiding, struggling. When does it end? Tomorrow, one way or another, it ends tomorrow. Anna turned to him, tears streaming. I don't know how to do this without you. You won't have to. She moved closer. What are we, James? Really? You're not just helping us out of charity anymore. No, I'm not. Then what is this? James thought about Rachel, about grief and guilt and 2 years of numbness, about a little girl who saw him when everyone else looked through him, about a woman who fought for her child with nothing but love and desperation. "This is me, learning to live again," he said quietly. "This is me, finding a reason to wake up. This is me, falling for someone I never expected." Anna's breath caught. "James, I'm not asking for anything. I know the timing's terrible. I know you're dealing with enough, but you asked what this is, and that's the truth." He stepped back. "Now get some sleep. You need to be sharp tomorrow." He left before she could respond. The courtroom was packed, news cameras outside, reporters shouting questions. Michael sat with his legal team looking polished and controlled. Nothing like the man who'd kidnapped Sarah or threatened James. Judge Martinez called the court to order. "We're here for final custody determination in the matter of Carter versus Carter. Ms. Brennan, call your first witness." Catherine called Anna. Anna took the stand, hands shaking. Michael's lawyer, a woman this time, circled like a shark. "Ms. Carter, you admit you violated a court order, correct?" "Yes." "You admit you took your daughter and disappeared for 8 months?" "Yes." "During that time, did Lisa have consistent medical care?" "I took her to free clinics when I could afford it." "When you could afford it. So there were times she didn't receive care. Minor illnesses, nothing serious. But you made that determination correct. You, with no medical training, decided what was serious and what wasn't." "I did the best I could." "Your best involved living in shelters, eating from trash cans, exposing your daughter to dangerous, unsanitary conditions. Is that correct?" Anna's voice shook. "I kept her fed. I kept her safe. I never let her go hungry even when I did." "But you were homeless, desperate. Some would say that's the definition of an unfit environment for a child. Some would say a father who shakes his infant daughter is unfit. But your client got custody anyway." The lawyer's smile was cold. "You have no proof of that alleged incident." "I have my word. The word of someone who's admitted to kidnapping, who fled legal custody, who's been diagnosed with mental health issues." Catherine objected. "That diagnosis was fabricated by the opposing party's experts. Our independent evaluation shows Ms. Carter is completely stable. An evaluation paid for by Mr. Whitmore, a man with clear financial and personal interest in this case," Michael's lawyer shot back. The argument continued for an hour. Anna held her ground, but exhaustion showed in every answer. Then Catherine called her witnesses. Jennifer Morrison testified about Michael throwing a lamp at her. Rachel Cho described the broken wrist. Sarah talked about the drugs, the rages, the threats. Emily Wright, voice shaking, recounted the dislocated shoulder. Michael's lawyer tried to discredit each one. Bitter ex-girlfriends, women scorned, unreliable testimony. But 4 women telling the same story was hard to dismiss. Finally, Catherine called James. "Mr. Whitmore, describe your first interaction with Mr. Carter." James recounted Grand Central, the threats, the assault, the attempted bribery. "And you recorded this interaction?" "Yes." The recording played again. The judge's expression darkened. Michael's lawyer stood. "Mr. Whitmore, isn't it true you've become romantically involved with Ms. Carter?" "We're friends." "Just friends. You've posted a $5 million bond for her. You've paid for her legal representation. You've housed her and her daughter for a month. That seems like more than friendship. I care about them, both of them. That doesn't change the facts of Michael Carter's behavior. It changes your objectivity. You're not a neutral party. You're a wealthy man who's become infatuated with a desperate woman. Some might say she's manipulated you. Some might say I'm capable of making my own decisions. Are you? Your business partners report you've been unstable since your wife's death, missing meetings, making erratic choices. Doesn't this entire situation fit that pattern?" Catherine objected. "Relevance. It goes to the witness's credibility, Your Honor." Judge Martinez allowed it. James took a breath. "Yes, I've struggled since Rachel died. Yes, I've made choices others questioned. but helping Anna and Lisa isn't erratic. It's the sanest thing I've done in 2 years. Because for once, I'm fighting for something that matters, instead of hiding from pain. The courtroom was silent. Michael's lawyer tried again. You barely know these people. What happens when the novelty wears off, when you realize you've invested millions in a stranger's problem? Then I'll still know I did the right thing. That's enough. Finally, the judge called Lisa. The little girl walked to the witness box, tiny in the big chair. Judge Martinez smiled gently. Hi, Lisa. Remember me. You're the judge lady. That's right. I need to ask you some questions. Is that okay? Okay. Do you remember your father, Mr. Carter? Lisa shook her head. Mommy says I met him when I was a baby, but I don't remember. How do you feel about living with your mom? I love Mommy. She takes care of me and tells me stories, and she never yells. What about Uncle James? How do you feel about him? Lisa brightened. He's nice. He makes pancakes, and he reads to me, and he makes Mommy smile. Would you be sad if you couldn't live with your mom anymore? Lisa's eyes filled with tears. I don't want to leave Mommy. Please don't make me leave her. Anna covered her mouth, fighting sobs. Judge Martinez nodded gently. Okay, sweetheart, you can go sit with your mom now. Lisa ran to Anna, who pulled her close. Michael's lawyer called her witnesses, psychiatrists who testified about Anna's supposed instability, investigators who detailed her months on the run, character witnesses for Michael painting him as a devoted father wrongly accused. But Catherine tore into each one, exposed the paid testimony, the conflicts of interest, the manufactured evidence. When both sides rested, Judge Martinez took a long moment. I've presided over hundreds of custody cases. Most are straightforward. One parent is clearly fit, the other isn't. This case is more complex. She looked at Michael. Mr. Carter, you have resources, stability, and on paper, you look like the better choice. But you also have a documented history of violence, substance abuse, and threatening behavior. 4 women have testified against you. That's not a coincidence. She turned to Anna. Ms. Carter, you violated a court order. You exposed your daughter to hardship and uncertainty. Those are serious issues, but you also fought for her when no one else would. You chose her safety over your own freedom. That takes courage. The courtroom held its breath. However, courage alone doesn't make someone fit to parent. What convinces me is this. She gestured to Lisa, curled in Anna's lap. That child is healthy, well-adjusted, and clearly bonded to her mother. She shows no signs of trauma or neglect. And while Ms. Carter's methods were illegal, her motivations were pure. She was protecting her daughter from genuine danger. Michael's lawyer stood. Your Honor, I'm not finished. Mr. Carter, the evidence against you is overwhelming. I'm ordering a full investigation into the allegations of abuse and drug use. Until that investigation concludes, you will have no contact with Lisa, no visitation, no calls, nothing. Michael shot to his feet. You can't do this. I can, and I am. Sit down or I'll hold you in contempt. Michael sat face purple with rage. Furthermore, I'm awarding full legal and physical custody of Lisa Marie Carter to her mother, Anna Carter, effective immediately. Anna gasped. Catherine grabbed her hand. Ms. Carter, you will continue counseling. You will complete your nursing degree. You will provide stable housing for your daughter, and you will check in monthly with child services for 1 year. If you comply with these terms, this custody arrangement becomes permanent. I will, Your Honor, I promise. See that you do. Mr. Whitmore's bond is released back to him as Ms. Carter has fulfilled all conditions. Judge Martinez banged her gavel. This case is closed. The courtroom erupted. Anna collapsed into Catherine's arms, sobbing. Lisa looked confused but happy. James sat stunned, barely processing what happened. They'd won. Outside, reporters swarmed. Catherine fielded questions while James ushered Anna and Lisa to his car. We did it, Anna kept saying. We actually did it. You did it, James corrected. You fought for her and won. At the brownstone, they found Marcus waiting with champagne and Lisa's favorite pizza. "Congratulations," Marcus said, hugging Anna. "You earned this." They celebrated quietly. Lisa ate pizza and played with her toys, oblivious to how close she'd come to losing everything. Anna called Sarah and the other women, thanking them through tears. When Lisa finally crashed from exhaustion, Anna put her to bed. She stood in the doorway, watching her daughter sleep, still not quite believing it was over. James found her there. "You okay?" "I don't know. I keep waiting for the other shoe to drop. For someone to say it was a mistake." "It wasn't a mistake. She's yours. Forever." Anna turned to him. "I need to tell you something about what you said last night, about falling for me." "You don't have to respond. I know the timing. Stop, let me talk." Anna took a breath. "For 5 years, I've been in survival mode. Every decision was about keeping Lisa safe. I didn't let myself feel anything else because feeling meant weakness, and I couldn't afford weakness." She stepped closer. "But these past few weeks, you made me remember what it's like to not be alone. To have someone see me not as a victim or a charity case, but as a person worth standing beside. Anna, I'm not saying I'm ready for anything serious. I'm barely keeping my head above water as it is. But I'm saying I want to try, when I'm ready, if you're still willing to wait." James smiled. "I've waited 2 years to feel alive again. I can wait a little longer." Anna kissed his cheek. "Thank you for everything, for saving us. You saved yourselves. I just helped." 3 months later, Anna started classes at Columbia. She studied nights while Lisa slept, worked days at a clinic for experience, somehow juggled everything. James helped when he could, reading to Lisa, making dinners, being present. 6 months later, Anna moved into her own apartment. Small, modest, but hers. Lisa had her own room. They had stability, independence, everything Anna had fought for. James visited often. Gradually, carefully, something grew between them. Not rushed, not desperate. Just honest and real. A year later, Anna graduated top of her class. James and Lisa cheered from the audience as she crossed the stage. That night, they celebrated at a restaurant, the three of them, together. "I got offered a position," Anna said, over dessert. "At Mount Sinai, full-time, good salary, benefits." "That's incredible," James said. "It is, and I couldn't have done it without you." Anna reached across the table. "So I'm asking you now, officially, will you stay not as a friend helping out, not as someone who feels obligated, but because you want to be part of this family we've built?" Lisa looked up, hopeful. "Are you going to be my real uncle, not just pretend?" James looked at them both. At Anna, who'd fought her way from homeless and desperate to independent and strong. At Lisa, who'd shown him kindness when he needed it most. At the life they'd built together from nothing but hope and determination. "Yeah," he said, voice rough. "I'm staying." Lisa cheered. Anna smiled, tears in her eyes. 2 years after that night in Central Park, they stood together again. Same park, same bench where it all started, but everything was different now. Anna wore scrubs from her nursing shift. James had just come from a board meeting. Lisa, now 7, ran ahead to the playground. "You ever think about that night?" Anna asked. "What would have happened if Lisa hadn't walked up to you all the time?" James admitted. "I'd probably still be sitting here alone, dead inside, going through motions. And I'd still be digging through trash cans, running, terrified. Guess we saved each other. Guess we did." They watched Lisa play, surrounded by other kids now, friends from school, a normal childhood, the kind Anna had dreamed of giving her. "I got something for you," James said suddenly. He pulled out a small box. Anna's eyes widened. "James, if that's what I think it is." "It's not. Open it." Inside was a key. "What's this?" "Key to the brownstone. I'm tired of you and Lisa being across town. There's plenty of room. Lisa could have a real bedroom. You'd be closer to the hospital." He paused. "And I'd get to see you every day instead of just weekends." "Are you asking us to move in?" I'm asking if you're ready. No pressure. If it's too soon. Anna kissed him, not on the cheek this time, a real kiss, the kind that said yes and thank you and I love you all at once. When they pulled apart, Lisa was standing there with her hands on her hips. Finally, I've been waiting forever for you guys to do that. They laughed, pulled her into a hug, the three of them together. That night, James stood in his brownstone, the place that had felt like a tomb for so long. He thought about Rachel, about grief, about the man he'd been. I'm okay now, he said to her memory. I'm finally okay. He felt her approval, her peace. She'd never wanted him to stop living, and now, finally, he hadn't. The front door opened. Anna and Lisa came in with boxes ready to move their life into his. Their voices filled the empty spaces. Their laughter chased away the ghosts. James helped carry boxes, made hot chocolate, told Lisa stories while Anna unpacked. And when he fell asleep that night, for the first time in 3 years, he didn't dream of loss. He dreamed of the future, of Lisa growing up, of Anna beside him, of a family built not from blood but from choice. He dreamed of mornings filled with pancakes and laughter, of a little girl who'd seen a sad man on a bench and decided he was worth saving, of a woman who'd had nothing but gave everything, of second chances and new beginnings and the miracle of finding love when you'd given up on it. He woke to Lisa jumping on his bed. Uncle James' mommy says you're making pancakes. Am I? Yes, come on. He followed her to the kitchen where Anna stood in his shirt, making coffee, looking like she belonged there. Because she did. They all did. 3 broken people who'd found each other in the darkness and built something beautiful in the light. A family. Not perfect, not easy, but real and worth every fight it took to protect it. James flipped pancakes while Lisa chattered and Anna smiled, and the morning sun poured through windows that had been dark too long. And for the first time since that New Year's Eve 3 years ago, he felt it completely. Hope, joy, life, not just surviving anymore, finally, truly, magnificently alive.